Good evening. Here is the Webcast channel's news tonight. My name is Christy Doing. First, the highlights. Gunmen kidnap police ASP in Kwara. Federal government refused alleged sales of TCN. Ex-banker Emeka Okafor jail for stealing customers at 2.5 million naira. Please give updates on man locked up for 20 years. US returns 23 looted artifacts to Nigeria. 2 dead as police rescue 18 persons from terrorists in Katsina. Now the news. An assistant superintendent of police ASP, Abdulmumin Yusuf of the Kwara State Police Command Ilorin, popularly called Emirates Number 1, has allegedly been kidnapped by suspected gunmen. According to sources, the incident occurred on Tuesday night while the ASP was about to enter his house in Ogidi community after the close of work. It was also gathered that the Commissioner of Police, Paul Odama, has since visited the community following the development, just as every patrol of police officers were noticed around the community. Speaking on the development, a local in the area, Jamiu Abdulganil, said that the development had thrown the community into fear and apprehension when a police officers can be presently kidnapped. Also speaking on the incident, Shola Musa, the Kwara State Secretary of the Community Policing Advisory Committee, said the development has again brought to the fore the growing insecurity in the state, adding that the situation is getting worse. He, however, called on the security agencies to improve crime prevention and control. The Kwara CP, Paul Odama, said they are still on it. The Ministry of Power says there is no plan to sell the Transmission Company of Nigeria (TCN). According to reports, there is a claim that there is a plan to privatize TCN, including some that said privatization is going to take place in coming months, has been dismissed in a statement by the ministry regarding a non-existing plan to privatize TCN. According to reports, the Ministry of Power said that the reports are untrue and only mere misinformation aimed at spreading panic in the power sector, which is making progress towards ensuring that Nigerians enjoy uninterrupted power supply. It added that the federal government of Nigeria has no intention to sell or privatize the Transmission Company of Nigeria, and no one in the FGN has made a statement of intent to sell TCN. It also noted that the Transmission Company of Nigeria is a centerpiece in the federal government of Nigeria's efforts to rejuvenate the power sector. Therefore, the Ministry of Power, working with key stakeholders, is continuing to evaluate, assess, and upgrade TCN to make it more efficient and transparent, it said. A former banker with First City Monument Bank (FCMB), Emeka Okafor, has been sentenced to 1 year imprisonment for alleged forgery and altering of documents to steal 2.5 million naira in a fixed deposit of one Donatus Oguna, a customer of the bank. Okafor, according to the case filed against him brought to court by EFCC, committed the crimes while functioning as a relationship officer at FCMB. According to the anti-graft agency, the banker forged and altered documents to divert money made for a fixed deposit investment by his victim. But the victim discovered the fraud when he visited the bank to assess his investment and was told the convict no longer worked with the bank. He was also told that his investment did not pass through the bank channels and all the document signs did not emanate from the bank. Okafor was arraigned on 2 count charges bordering on forgery and altering of documents by the Port Harcourt Zonal Command of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC). He pleaded guilty to the 2 counts charged when they were read to him. In view of his pleas, prosecution counsel E. Abiyesuku prayed the court to convict and sentence the defendant as charged. However, counsel to the defendant is a court Zona Etiaba SAN prayed the court to temper justice with mercy, stressing that Okafor is a first-time offender with no previous criminal records. Justice Mohammed convicted and sentenced the defendant to 1 year imprisonment without any option of fine. The judge also ordered the convict, in agreement with FCMB, to restitute to the victim the sum of 4,868,000 naira, 806. I'll take that again. The judge also ordered the convict, in agreement with the First City Monument Bank (FCMB), to restitute to the victim the sum of 4,868,625 naira. The police command in Kaduna State has invited 5 persons to assist them in their investigation over the 67-year-old man locked up for 20 years in Kaduna. The Command Public Relations Officer DSP Mohammed Jalige stated this at the scene of the alleged offense on Wednesday. The rescued man, Mr. Ibrahim Ado, was allegedly locked up in a room in Babangida Ibrahim Taiwo Road in Kaduna North local government area on Wednesday. Jalinge told Newsbed that the incident was reported to the police community health workers who were on duty in the afternoon at Babangida by Ibrahim Taiwo Road in Kaduna. According to him, upon receipt of the information, the Commissioner of Police, Kaduna State Command, ordered that the divisional police officer in charge of the area should lead operatives to the scene and bring out the man. He said the commissioner also ordered that they should find out from the people around the area why the man was kept in the room for so long. He said that he had been locked up in the room for almost 20 years, where he ate, urinated, and did everything without being taken care of. When he went to the scene, at the scene, the man was found naked, and they gave him clothes to wear and brought him out and took him to hospital for medical examination, the police said. Jalige further noted that the Kaduna Commissioner of Police, Yekini Ayoku, also ordered a full-scale investigation to be carried out to unravel the true position and cause of the inhuman treatment of the elderly man. He noted that investigations have been commenced by the DPO managing Gary Police Division and will reveal the outcome soon. He said they found about 5 people in the area who were already assisting the police in the investigation process. According to the police, we are made to understand that the man had children and a wife who are still nowhere to be found. He said he will work together with the medical doctors to obtain their report on the man's health status. He said what matters now is to get the man alive and make him comfortable, and the police have succeeded in doing that. Let's go for a short break. Welcome back. The United States of America has returned 23 looted artifacts to Nigeria. According to reports, the Benin bronze were handed over to a Nigerian delegation at a ceremony on Tuesday in Washington. Nigeria's Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, who received the artifacts, hailed the US and its institutions for the repatriation of the highly cherished cultural artworks. According to him, these artifacts are intrinsic to the culture that produced them. A people ought not to be denied the works of their forebears. It is in the light of this that we are delighted with today's repatriation. The Information Ministry said the returned artifacts comprise 21 from the Smithsonian and 1 each from the National Gallery of Arts and the Rhode Island School of Design. The repatriation is part of a bilateral cultural property agreement to prevent illegal products illegal imports into the US of some categories of Nigerian artifacts. Learning G. Bunch III, the Secretary of the Smithsonian, said the institution was humbled and honored to play a small role in transferring ownership of the artworks to Nigeria based on ethical consideration. The items were among thousands of artworks known as the Benin bronze stolen from the Benin Kingdom in present-day Nigeria by British colonialists in 1897. The items were then distributed to various museums and institutions across Europe and the US. Nigeria is set to receive much more of such artifacts from the Netherlands, the UK, and Germany. The Katsina State Police Command said it has rescued 18 persons from their terrorists at Bauchi, Gatakawa village in Kangara local government area. Katsina Police spokesman Gambo Issa, in a statement, said the rescue followed an attack carried out by the terrorists on the community in the wee hours of Thursday. Issa said the terrorists attacked the community with automatic weapons, but that the police were able to repel them. The police spokesman, however, said that 2 community members lost their lives and while one sustained injury during the attack. 5 motorcycles and 2 cars were recovered in the process, he said. That has been the news. Bye-bye.
Ọmọdé bá ní tẹríba ó kọ́mọdé bá ní tẹríba ẹ̀tọ́ ni kórìn má lágbá ẹ̀tọ́ ni kórìn má lágbá ó kọ́mọdé bá ní tẹríba.